Gang, hope you're doing well. So I got another snippet of news for you. Remember when the lockout happened, we started to get filtering of news. So I was putting out like 10 videos a day, and just short snippets. But I wanted to share this one with you because it could directly affect the Yankees' ability to retain and re-sign Aaron Judge. Okay, and I'm going to link the article down below for you. It's from MLBTradeRumors.com, talking about Mookie Betts, and Mookie Betts giving the green light, essentially saying he's willing to move positions back to second base to make room for Aaron Judge to play right field. Now, keep in mind a couple things. Mookie Betts is a 5-time Gold Glover in right field, okay? But when he came up early with the Red Sox, he was initially a second baseman, but they had Dustin Pedroia, so he moved out to the outfield, and the right field just became his more natural position, and it was all history from there, right? But now, second base looks like it's going to be opening up for the Dodgers, and which more than likely means they're probably going to be moving on from Trey Turner. They maybe do something else at shortstop. But that said, something to keep in mind too, they have almost $200 million coming off the books in the next 3 seasons, or 3 or 4 seasons. So they have a boatload of money coming off payroll, a lot of commitments coming off. So they can afford a big contract like Judge. Okay, so this is probably music to Judge's ears. It's going to make it harder for the Yankees to re-sign him, but it's also going to up his price. It's going to create a bidding war. You got teams like the Giants. Now you have the Dodgers. You have the Yankees. Like, this is it's going to fall right into Judge's lap, it sounds like. So, and having a team like the Dodgers, who are perpetually spenders and big traders and making big moves, and now that they've expressed that they plan on doing this, pursuing Aaron Judge, which they did, and Mookie Betts being willing to open to moving positions, the stars just align. Okay, now that's not to say the Dodgers are automatically going to get him because they have the finances to do whatever they want, as did the Yankees. But having another big suitor in there, and now that it's out in the open, okay, makes things a little bit more dicey for teams like the Yankees. So they're going to have to come in guns blazing with a huge offer if they want to retain him. If not, then he's going to fall into these teams' laps, unfortunately. So, and I have a couple of other teams, and I have another prediction as well that I'm going to put out my MLB free agent predictions. I think that's going to be could throw a wrench in this or just create a different dynamic in terms of Judge's free agency. So I'm looking forward to putting out that video. Hope you guys and gals are there to watch it. It's going to be live with a couple other YouTubers, big baseball channel. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that. But I wanted to get this news out to you. The Dodgers have expressed openly their interest in pursuing Judge, and Mookie Betts has expressed openly a willingness to move from right field to second base. Right field is Judge's more natural position, right? So imagine adding Judge to Betts and Freeman and the rest of them. Now keep in mind, they could sign Judge. They could also re-sign Trey Turner if they want. He's going to be a free agent. I think that's going to be a $300 million bidding war, I think, for this guy. So, and Judge, obviously, going to be another $300 million bidding war. So they could bring 2 $300 million guys if they wanted to go along with Betts, who's already there. But this creates a whole other dynamic. And do we expect a lot of teams? I think there's going to be a handful of teams to, probably put out bids or show interest in Aaron Judge. But generally Dodgers don't make it that open. They just come in and sometimes they'll just come out of nowhere and blow everybody away with an offer. So whether it be a trade or a signing. So, but now that it's out in the open, they've thrown down the gauntlet. And again, this gives him another opportunity to play for a big market, a championship team, and live in the West Coast. I'll go back to the West Coast where he's from. So there's no guarantee he's going to come back to New York. We already know that the Yankees are going to have to put out a monster offer. And it's not because of the taxes thing. New York and California both have high taxes, so the financial parameters are going to be a little bit different. They naturally pay more than other teams do because of that. So, but there's going to be other teams in there as well. But now that it's out in the open, gang, things are going to... I expect the bidding war for Judge to kind of heat up pretty quickly. And I personally think he's going to get signed before the winter meetings. So, and it just makes sense because why the hell wait? His price isn't going to go down, really. I think his price is probably only going to go down in Yankee land with Brian Cashman because of what he did in the postseason or what he did not do in the postseason. Cashman will use that against him. Okay? He looks at things like this to strengthen his argument as to why we shouldn't pay that much money and just pay this much money. So, and he has that ammunition now. But having more teams out in the open that are interested can negate some of that advantage that Cashman has too. He knows, like, well, she's just going to say, well, I shouldn't pay this much, but shit, I'm going to have to, because the Dodgers are here lurking. The Giants, another team, right? And there's a couple of other teams as well out there that are going to show some serious financial interest in Aaron Judge. But this news I wanted to get to you immediately, and I've got more stuff coming, so, and you're not going to want to miss the things I do have coming, so you know exactly what to do. And speaking of Judge, I'll just put this out there. I have a 2-video series coming out on 3 players to target and 3 players to avoid if he stays, and then the same thing, 3 players to target and 3 to avoid if he goes. So that's coming, okay, within the next week. And I think you'll find that interesting, too, as well as a whole bunch of other ones, too. So have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you all next time.